Hello Pisces, and welcome to another reading with Tiffany from Tiffany's Tarology. I'm so happy to have you here. We are going to be diving into very Atlantean underwater vibes today. I got this new Aloha deck. It is called, let me get the name for you guys. It is called Whispers of Aloha. And so I want to really dive into what it is that Spirit has to say to us through these cards, because we are also inherently connected to the ocean, to Atlantean and Lemurian energy. A lot of us have previous lifetimes in these particular places. I am connected to Lemuria, not Atlantis. But you might be. So Spirit guides, we ask that you come into the room at this time and allow us to connect in. I'll be pulling for you, Pisces. There will be timestamps listed for you, as well as ways to connect with me within the description box. So feel free to book a reading or visit my Instagram, okay? All right, Spirit, what do you have for us for the Pisces collective here today? Any messages? I have two. Card number 44. It says, choose your potential. It's your light to shine. That's beautiful. You have consider others. And let me get that in focus for you. There you go. See from your kind heart. And your last one here is encourage a welcoming heart. Be receptive to unexpected blessings. Wow, Pisces. This energy is so beautiful. So beautiful. So immediately what I think about when I see this card is a lot of you have been trying to dive into a spiritual practice, a new venture, some type of creative journey of yours. And I really see this as limitless potential for you. There is this energy of like the eternal flame that is coming through to me in this picture. And there's so much darkness around this beautiful light. It's letting me know that a lot of you cultivated and created the energy that you share, the light that you share with others in a lot of darkness. You ultimately get to decide who gets to see this light. And that's why it says it's your light to shine. You have a lot of free will in this life to go down a more spiritual path versus, kind of just living life the way that it's always been. I do feel like within most of you who are here today, though, there is this call, this deeper emotion within you, this feeling that you can't explain, of this need to share your gifts, share your light, and connect with others, which is why this card here comes up. What I love about this card, when I was going through the deck, it kind of threw me off because there's a lot of mermaid energy here, right? And there's these two men that are embracing in such a loving, I don't know if you want to call it hug, but an embrace, right? And I often grew up with men not showing these emotions, right? So we have a lot of men on this channel, and we have a lot of masculine energy that's being healed within the collective, whether male or female. And your job here, I'm seeing angel numbers with card number 44 and 22. Your job here is to really get to the people that normally would not have the ability to connect. And you have something about you, Pisces, that allows you to reach people that are normally unreachable. There's an energy about you. And I see a blue jay outside of my window right now. I'll put what the meaning of that is in the video, but there is an energy for you to connect in deeply with others, to connect in wholeheartedly with others, and to share your kindness, share your gifts, make those who feel outcast or ostracized, or those who have not been able to dive deeper into their emotions, you become that safe space. So when you shine your light is like an embrace, and your kindness, your love, your generosity, your gifts, your healing, a lot of healing energy here with their hands also embracing each other. A lot of your healing is in your hands, Pisces. And when you lay your hands upon others and bear your gifts, or use your hands to do the craft work that you do, that is how your energy shines the most. It is meant to be shared with others. Again, though, this card said it's your light to shine, so your potential is very much so dependent upon you. And with card number 29, which breaks down to 11, which, you know, breaks down to 2. These are still very master number type cards we're pulling today. It says, encourage a welcoming heart. Be receptive to unexpected blessings. When you share these gifts, when you offer this love, when you become the encourager, Pisces, on your journey, you will then receive blessings that you were not even expecting to receive, because you allowed yourself to be open to what could bloom or blossom. I feel like the energy I see here is this particular pineapple plant probably looked like nothing was going to grow from it, or possibly it didn't seem like there was much fruit to bear, and out pops this beautiful pineapple that's so sweet, so delicious, you know, something that most people, I would say, enjoy as a very sweet treat. And you shining your light, being there for others, literally just being you, is going to allow a lot of prosperity, a lot of gifts. Like, people will just be giving you things, people will be providing things for you, spirit will provide for you as well, and you will see gates and opportunities open because you are just simply being yourself. If you're in need of a home, if you're in need of extra money, if you're in need of a ride, if you're in need of food, if you're in need of support, all of those opportunities open because you opened your heart to spirit and you shared your gifts. Wow, that's beautiful. I'm going to pull a couple of these. It's like keyword cards that we have. Spirit, what do you want this Pisces collective to focus on? We have anchor. We're going to pull 3. Journey. And we have perseverance. So it says anchor. Keep yourself grounded. Journey. Half the treasure is the journey on the path to finding it. And perseverance. Stay the course. Wow. Okay. So this is definitely about you being on a spiritual journey, right, Pisces? So you're on this spiritual journey. You're on this quest to find yourself, to help people, to dive into a spiritual practice that will deepen your knowledge and connection of the supernatural world. I just see you really getting to more healing, more magical, more spiritual gifts. And what Spirit wants you to understand is that you're not going to necessarily find all that you're looking for at the stop. I would say at the stop sign or at the finish line. You're going to actually find a lot of what you're looking for in the journey that unfolds throughout this process of you learning, of you diving deeper into your gifts, of you sharing those gifts with others. The ups and the downs, though, you know, the biggest thing that I would say is on this journey that we're all taking, you have to be receptive of the good, the bad, the ugly. But there is so much that you need to learn on this journey that Spirit doesn't want you to give up. And that's where this perseverance card comes from. A lot of Pisces are dealing with this energy of, okay, Spirit, you've been saying this was going to come for a really long time, and the fruits have just been so close, but not there. But Spirit wants you to remember that your spirit team, your spirit guides, your angels, your ancestors, your higher self are here to help you to really hone in on what it is that you need to know, need to learn, need to receive. And you must persevere in order to get to the finish line, the promised land, you know, to the next goal. But understanding that each time you reach a goal, there will be more that you need to do, deeper that you need to dive. You know what I'm saying? So we're talking about Atlantis, right? So there's this hidden knowledge, this depth, this energy of the ethereal and what lies out there, and you must persevere. But Spirit doesn't want you to get too lost in the sauce, so there is the energy of the anchor. Anchor yourself by grounding yourself. in things like meditation, prayer, being outdoors, shadow work, finding your center by learning who you are, diving deeper into the body. I actually shared an energy reading today on my Instagram that talked about the body being your power, and your body specifically being made for you, and what you need, what anchors you, what grounds your energy is going to be different than someone else. So find your specific path and run with it, Pisces, but understanding that in order to get through this journey, in order to show your potential to the world, you must first anchor yourself and remind yourself that throughout the journey, you will have to come back again and again and again to anchor yourself as well. Because you're going to run into setbacks, disappointments, needing to pivot, thinking you had all the answers and then finding out everything wasn't as it seems, or some things weren't as they seemed. But if you stay the course, I see so much beauty unfolding for you. So much. All right, Spirit. What do you have for us in the tarot about this journey we're going on to share our light, to be our highest selves? Any messages for us? We have the Three of Swords in reverse. We have the Ten of Pentacles, and I will show you all of these cards up close. So don't worry if you can't see them. That's beautiful. Three of Swords in reverse and Ten of Pentacles. It's like you learned the hard lessons and now you're building. Now you're going through it. It's also like building after loss. Queen of Swords. We're gonna pick 8 cards, or we'll do 8, yeah. The World. Closing out chapters. Knight of Swords. Wow. The Chariot in reverse. What else for dear Pisces Spirit? I do pull clarifiers if needed. 5 of Pentacles. And our last card here is going to be 3 of Pentacles with Temperance at the bottom of the deck. So Pisces, your spirit team is asking that you have the strength to hold on as they figure things out for you in the background. The Temperance card has come up quite a bit in the last few readings because a lot of you are really tapping into your higher self, to your spirit guides, especially to your angels. And they are allowing a lot of divine readjustments to occur in your life right now. If you feel like things are going in a direction that does not seem forward, trust and believe that even if it seems like you're being sidelined, pushed to the back, you took 1 step only to be 3 steps back, or I should say 1 step forward to be 3 steps back, this is an opportunity for you to see that it's all alchemy. Use every single situation that you have gone through to power you up so that you can move forward in divine time. There are lessons to be learned in the back and forth. So as she's pouring the water, this magical water from one shell to the other, there is divine realignments, divine readjustments, divine alchemy at play for you, Pisces. All for your best intention. So this is the Three of Swords in the upright position. Keeping in mind that it came in the reverse, okay? You went through a very recent heartbreak, a big struggle, learned some unfortunate news, maybe have even dealt with death or the loss of something. Preparing your heart for this loss, for this situation. Even if you tried, I feel like you may have been unexpectedly caught off guard. But in the process of going through this, there was healing that occurred, which is why this came in the reverse. And we often will mourn our situations because of the loss, and that is okay. But Spirit wants me to tell you to hold on to the hope of what is to come. For what was lost just returns to source. And what will be gained is a reinvention, reincarnation, rebirth of something new. Even if you feel like you lost yourself, maybe it wasn't a physical item or a person in your life or a job or a relationship. Maybe you felt like you lost yourself for a while. This energy here of it in the reverse means you've come out of that or you're healing from that. Let's dive a little deeper. What can we know about this Three of Swords? Sorry, Three of Swords in reverse, Spirit. Thank you. Two of Swords. What else? What else, Spirit? What can we know? Thank you. We have the Emperor and the Two of Swords. So the energy that I'm getting from these cards is there came a crossroads in your life. The twos are all about options, you know, two different pathways, two different directions. And you had to make a decision in your life, or you were forced to make a decision, or you went through a situation where the decision was decided for you. And after that, you could have gone through a very difficult time of trying to heal those wounds, heal those energies, but a pathway was undertaken, whatever that case might be. And with these swords at a hard conjunction here, making a square with each other, it reminds me of the squares that we have in astrology. And we just had a Mars-Saturn conjunction on the 10th last week. So if you had any issues, April 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, somewhere around there was this harsh aspect that happened for a lot of us where we had to make a decision of how we will move forward. And for many of you, with the Emperor card showing up here, you chose to take the situation and the way that it unfolded and used it for your best and highest good. You decided that the only way forward is to actually pick yourself up, sit on your throne, command your authority, and to begin to build. Because through losses, you can come out stronger because you've learned deep lessons. So what are you healing through, Pisces? Drop it in the comments. What is it that you are going through? This is a very safe space. And where are you recommanding that presence in your life? I love that. So much power. It takes a lot to dive deeper into your soul after going through heartbreak. But when you look at it through the lens of someone who knows that invariably we will go through a lot of changes, it's a little bit easier to stomach. You have the Ten of Pentacles here. So you're growing something, whether it's your finances, your job security, your home, your family, whatever this is, it's in your 3D. So although you had the loss come, your gifts, your inherent ability to bring those to, people together, it's going to help you to form this beautiful, prosperous, abundant life. And whatever you went through, Spirit wants you to know that that particular situation where you had all of that loss, it was so that you could share that experience with your soul tribe, with your soul family, and shine a light on the difficulties that we all experience in life. I believe that a lot of healers go through a lot of heartbreak because we have to go through it first to help others to get through things that they don't know how they'll get through. And it doesn't make it any easier, but that's how I sometimes find solace in my stories and my losses and things I've gone through is, well, I went through it so that I could help someone else. So what about this Ten of Pentacles, Spirit? Oh, let me grab that, guys. We have the moon. This was a beautiful, beautiful energy of change and transformation. I see a lot of darkness, but kind of coming out of the shadows. And so you decided that in order for you to move forward, to create the life that you want to live, that you will still shine in the darkness like the full moon does, once a month. You come out singing your song, speaking your truth, standing up for yourself, saying what you need to say, speaking to yourself in a tone that is better as well. I hear Spirit say, like, encouraging yourself to move forward in the midst of adversity And through this adversity, again, that you have, you're going to become a speaker, an orator, someone who talks and highlights the transgressions and the issues that people go through because you went through them first. The Moon card is about listening to your intuition, and honestly, it also can allude to your fears and the darkness and the hurts and the painful things we don't want to talk about. This eclipse, basically the sun was blocked out by the moon. There was a lot that came to the surface that was hidden. But those things that came to the surface, like you coming to the surface of the water in this photo, is the way that you create that 10 of Pentacles, that abundance, that harmony in your life, because you're sharing what happened with you, or you will be sharing, or you're using your pain, your fears to really help impact your soul tribe and your collective and move forward. You have such a gift to share. And again, like this card said here, Pisces, choose your potential. It's your light to shine. So shining a light on your darkness is difficult, but it can be so helpful, and it can be so beautiful to be vulnerable, even in the darkness that we reside in. Wow, this is an interesting reading. Oh, I love it. I love it. Queen of Swords. There's an energy of growth and maturity here. I feel the energy of someone who's forever changed. Whatever happened in this situation, whatever you went through recently, it made you step into a role of authority over your life, of gentle, reserved, I know who I am. A reinvigoration of the energy within your spirit that needed to come out. But through the harshness, like this isn't Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles energy. This is Queen of Swords. This is like, I went through the fire and I came out stronger. You know, like the way that an actual sword is created with, like, you know, hot metallic substances, but cooled to a temperature that we can handle, right? So there was a lot that transformed you. She is forever changed. She is forever transformed. And now she stands with so much authority in her life. And I feel like that's you right now, Pisces. Wow, we're already 22 minutes, 22:44 when I said that. 22:44 were our cards too. Wow, we're already 22 minutes in and we're barely on card number 3. 6 of Swords. So this particular situation is a pathway forward. The 6 of Swords shows this merman on the back of like the sled made of swords, and you move forward out of a difficult situation by utilizing literally the things that were meant to hurt you. The 3 of Swords that went into your heart. You put those together along with a couple of other swords that you've got, and you create a sled out of this, right? And you move into a new direction that allows you to be in a calmer, peaceful, more happy state of mind. But it's because you took your power back and you were forever changed, and now you're on a new journey. You're getting out of dodge. The 6 of Swords is like us moving from choppy to calm waters energy. So again, you're using this energy that you had, this situation that you went through, this ending of a chapter that we see here with the World card, to invigorate you to move forward. I see this beautiful mermaid looking at this world and understanding the cycles of life that occur, each in their own time, and how we as human beings can look at this situation as loss, and we can be sad about it, and we can mope about it, and we can gripe about it. But there is so much beauty in the loss of something because it creates the ability for something new to come in. And thus, with the World card signifying closing of chapters, there is the ability for something new to come into your life, Pisces, because of the loss, because of the heartbreak, because of the situation that took you to your knees, because of the loss of that job. Now something better comes in. Because of the loss of that relationship, now you find someone more aligned to your frequency. Because of the loss of that old life that you had, you can have this new beautiful world. Like, again, a whole new world. A whole new world. And it's like, sometimes spirit makes us feel like in order to get to this whole new world, oh, it's going to be this beautiful, you know, road to the next stop. But sometimes it actually ends with a lot of destruction, with a lot of us facing our fears, facing our shadows. I feel that energy here with the moon card as well, like a lot of a facing of the shadow, a lot of dealing with life in a way that I don't know if it was very pleasant. Having to utilize swords as a sled to freedom, that's a little hard. You know, I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of sword energy in this particular reading as well. So this has been a mental battle. This has been a mental climb. I see justice here on the bottom of the deck, and so a lot of what you went through was so that you could receive the karmic justice that you deserved, so the scales could be balanced. And you know what they're using to balance this scale? A sword. The swords that may have been put in your back, the hurts, the harms, the issues, so that you could come out on top, so that you can see a brighter day and understand that we are all going to be twisted and turned with the karmic wheel of fate. The eclipses turn that wheel. And sometimes when situations don't end because we decided not to let them end, these eclipses make them end for us, or illumination is like, boom, here it is, you know. So you may have went through something very shocking, very hurtful, very emotional, Pisces. And just, again, take this as a period for you to see yourself more clearly, to see your vibrancy in a new way. Any further messages for the world card, Spirit? This chapter that they're closing out on. Any further messages? Any further messages, Spirit? I love Spirit so much. The Fool. The World card is the last of the major arcana, and the Fool card is the first of the major arcana. You are ending a chapter. You went through a loss. You had to let go of a past sense of self or part of you to embrace this new and beautiful beginning. And it's just getting started. So a lot of you don't even know what is ahead of you, but the Fool card says, I'm taking a risk. I'm taking a leap of faith. I'm doing something different with my life. I'm going in a new direction. I see life through different lenses, like whatever that case is for you. I just see you stepping out on faith and really believing in your ability to take ownership of your life, no matter what is thrown your way, with eagerness, with excitedness, because you know that there are better days ahead of you, Pisces. So embrace this loss, embrace this change, this difficulty, because it will take you where you need to go. With the Knight of Swords, you're moving quick, like this tidal wave. What you want, I see you want to get more fiercely than you have ever wanted it before. And this situation came into your life quite quickly as well, Spirit is telling me. Like this was a boom, 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 you know, what do they say? Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am type of situation where you really have had to stand in your truth. I see this sword of truth. And you had to look your fears dead in the eye and say, I know that this was a difficult issue in my life, but now I will take this pain with me. I will take this thing I've been keeping to myself, this energy I have of loss or disappointment, or I'm scared, this shadow that I've carried with me. You now look at it in the eye and you say, I'm taking this information, I'm taking this process, this, you know, whatever you want to call it, whatever you went through, Pisces, and you are heading in a brand new direction with this energy to propel you forward. All right, Spirit. Anything else about this Knight of Swords? Three of Cups. You're going to be talking to others. I just keep hearing Spirit say this situation that you went through is going to be a way in which when you communicate with the world, with your platform, with your audience, with whoever this is, maybe you're even a speaker of some sort. When you share this story, you will gather people about you. which means gather people around you. And you will be able to literally have tea time, you know, like how people say, what's the tea? It's because when people would sit around with tea, you know, they would be gossiping and talking. So you don't have to be gossiping per se, but there is a sharing of information that I see here with the girls all having tea. And this information that you've learned about yourself now becomes a big proponent for you sharing. This is how I went through this. This is what transformed me. This is what changed me. Because someone out there, many of people, not just someone, they need to hear your story. They need to hear about this tower moment. They need to understand the pain that you felt, but also to understand how you grew from this situation and how it changed you, but you overcame. Queen of Pentacles, okay? You rise again. You work towards that abundance of that Ten of Pentacles, okay? Chariot in reverse. This situation, I'll show you guys what it looks like in the upright. This situation literally made you have to halt. I see a lot of you stopping in your tracks and having to look yourself in the situation dead in the eye and say, okay, what do I do from here? It was possibly a situation where you're like full steam ahead, because the Chariot is the fastest moving card in the deck, faster than the Knight of Swords. But you were literally placed in a position where Spirit said, we have to turn the ship upside down. I'm so sorry. There's something that can no longer go forward. Whether it was a mindset you had, a habit that you had, a relationship, job, home, life situation, you know, whatever this was, there was this need to turn it upside down for the wheels to come off the Chariot and for you to have to be slowed down to really look and evaluate where to next, because there is still going to be forward trajectory and forward momentum of the situation in time as you share about this or as you help other people who are going through this. But it just wasn't time for this particular situation to go forward. Thus the loss ensued. So Spirit, what's up with this Chariot in reverse? Spirit said, I ain't wasting no time. King of Pentacles. I feel like this had to happen to force you to ground your energy, to force you to sit with yourself and to reevaluate what was important to you. Your value, your morals, what you will accept, the money that you may have been making or not been making. Was it where you needed to go? Sometimes when situations fall apart, like let's use a job as an example. You're working this job. You've been there for 10 years and all of a sudden they say, hey guys, we're downsizing. I'm so sorry. And you know, that's that Chariot going into reverse, you know, like what? Like screeching wheels, you know. And this King of Pentacles comes to remind you that it's going to be okay. Ground yourself, center yourself, remember what is important. And honestly, that loss of that job, that downsizing of that department, whatever, the closure of that business, it could have been so that you then were on the trajectory to actually become the entrepreneur that you're meant to be, to get that higher paying job, to finally put yourself out there and find yourself in a whole new world of possibilities with different people that you would have not encountered. So take this as a time for you, you know, where yes, things did, you know, kind of have to halt, but where it beautified itself and rectified itself into something more stable for you, or it will be in time. Again, Ten of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. And yes, with the Five of Pentacles, you're feeling lack. You're feeling lack. But I see this generous hand over here trying to hand you something new. And through this loss that really hurt, this person is very hurt. There is a gift waiting for you on the other side, and a gift that you have to share with others. And also, I think others, like this makes you think of this card, consider others. I think there will be people that you come across who are going to offer you things that you were not expecting, situations that you were not expecting, opportunities that you were not expecting, even money that you were not expecting, gifts. So just allow the situation to kind of unfold the way that it is, Pisces. But don't close yourself off, from receiving new opportunities that might start off small, but then they will grow. Can you tell us more, Spirit, about this Five of Pentacles? Whoa. Okay. Spirit said, yes, I will. One card actually flew off the table. Let's see if I can find it. We have Five of Swords, Four of Pentacles, the Star, and the Ace of Pentacles. I knew it. Okay. So this situation that you went through, we're having two fives here. So 5, 5, 5, change. There was a big change that you could not avoid in your life. This Emperor Penguin was going to make me laugh. I've never pulled this card before. It looks like he's like slapping her in the back of the head. Right? So it's like you got like slapped upside the head. It wasn't going to hurt you though, as this penguin here, you know, it's not going to hurt you. But this was a situation you really could not fight. You couldn't fight this situation. You couldn't stop this situation from any, it was supposed to happen. It was very fated. I just keep hearing Spirit say this was a fated situation. And yes, she's bleeding a little bit. And the ones back here are like, what do we do with these swords? You know, and I almost feel this sense of like confusion or like loss when it was unexpected loss. Again, yeah, very unexpected with this energy, but you were holding on to something. This Four of Pentacles is this place of security, this energy of security, this I was comfortable where I was type energy. And there was a need for change to come to uproot this situation. And so what happened was Spirit said, you must go through this to heal yourself, to get through the situations at hand. It will hurt, but you will rise. You will see the other side of the situation. And it was necessary for you to honestly have hope and faith, which is what the Star card represents. There's a lot of energy of needing to pray, believing in your North Star, following your North Node, for those of you who are deeply into astrology, really knowing where that is in your chart, and continuing to push forward, although the circumstances threw you off. And our last card here is the Ace of Pentacles, because through this loss, through this disaster, through this heartbreak, through this issue that you ran into with this situation, there is a bigger blessing that you can only imagine, because we haven't even opened up the treasure chest and there's pearls falling out, right? There's really beautiful new beginnings happening for you, but it all had to close. So again, I'm seeing the energy of this chapter ended. You had to kind of revamp. You took a leap, or will be taking a leap of faith, and it's going to take you towards something brand new that is going to be more fulfilling than where you've been. And you have to just trust the process, because our spirit team knows what's up. But sometimes, again, with eclipses, I feel like they hit people differently. Obviously, some of you may have had a really traumatic experience, while others of you may have had, you know, less severe situations happen. But through it all, if there was any part of your life or any part of your world that needed to be altered or changed in some way, this eclipse definitely caused some pivots for you. But you move forward with the Three of Pentacles with the right team. And I feel like a much brighter and stronger mentality. You understand now why you had to go through the loss. The Three of Swords to the Three of Pentacles is like the loss came, but the rebuild is here. And I see like a little fairy, a little toad friend here. Your spirit team is here to assist. You are not going to be here alone. And you have a lot of people in your world, your 3D reality, who are also here to encourage you, help you, walk you through this difficult period. But with the Three of Pentacles, it's a card that basically shows us that we have a group that is working together for a common goal, where we can all get along, where we can all agree that this is a situation that is positive. I love this. You have the Four of Swords and the Two of Cups. So I see someone standing beside you, whether this is a best friend, a parent, a brother, sister, you know, your favorite aunt or uncle, your grandma, your husband, your wife, whoever this is. They're going to help you. I see them feeding each other, you know, giving each other this drink. They're going to allow you to be able to have this rest that you need, because this was a difficult period for you. You have been through so much, Pisces. Spirit is saying rest. Your spirit team is here. Your physical team is here. Your soul tribe is here to help you get through this. But now is a time to pull back and reevaluate. With the fours, there's a lot of stability here. All of these creatures on the outside are making sure she's okay. You may be really connected with a lot of animals as well, animal spirits. But your partnerships and the people that you love, because the Lovers card was at the bottom of the deck. Just so you guys can see, yes, Lovers here. Those people are here, or that person is here to really show you who you are so that you can embrace a new beginning in your life. The relationships that you build, the emotionality that you're working with at this time, it's all going to pay off for the better. All this hurt that you went through, you will be celebrating. You will be talking about this. And I see at the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Wands. This is going to be such a powerful reinvention of Pisces. The loss, the hurt, the issues, all turn you into this beautiful, beautiful golden magma, this lava, this fire, and it will spew from you. There is a rebirth of Pisces. And this is the energy that you are here to share with the collective that we were talking about with those oracle cards. So don't give up on the journey. Although the journey has seemed hard, although the journey has seemed difficult, give yourself the time that you need to rest, to recuperate, to rejuvenate. And think about the truth of the matter, and that through all the loss, through all the pain and the hurt that you experienced, that you still have what it takes to keep moving forward. What a beautiful reading, Pisces. I'm going to pull one last oracle for you from the Healing Waters Oracle deck. Make sure none of these are upside down. But you are such a strong, strong individual. And whatever this hurt that you've been through, Pisces, I'm here with you. I feel it. I've been through a lot lately as well. But the way that we get through it is to get through it, to go through it. And sometimes when you go through it with others and you do it with a companion, with friends, with a group, it doesn't feel so hard. So get connected. Don't be by yourself. Don't do this by yourself. You have a lot of people who love you and who can support and surround you. I love you. Anything for my collective. It says King Tide. Plenty, prosperity, and receiving the fullness of life. I'm going to put this card right here and let me zoom in for you guys while I read to you from the book. Let's see. All right. I don't know if this will be able to be in focus, Pisces, but let's see what we can get. All right. An especially high tide that occurs several times a year when the moon is either new or full and is closest to the earth in its monthly orbit. The king tide swells the waters of the world. The king tide is a time of plenty and abundance. It's a time when everything seems to be at its fullest and most alive. This card is a message. This card delivers a message of receiving all that you've created, of opening yourself up to truly enjoy the bounty of where you are while it's here. Like in summer, when the days are at their longest and our energy seems to be at its fullest, we're encouraged to embrace all of life with open arms, to receive wholly and fully while we can. Perhaps you've been working towards this moment for a very long time. This is your reminder to enjoy it while it's here, to welcome all that knocks on your door, to experience all that life has to offer you right now. This card is This is a card of full blooming flowers in the season of summer, which we will be in very, very soon here in the Northern Hemisphere. Enjoy the fruits of your labor, lie on the soft grass and take into view. Do what you love and what makes you come most alive. Relish everything about this moment. What you're longing for is ready for you to embrace it. Be ready to receive. And that again is about encouraging you to look towards this gift, this blessing that's coming in, Pisces. So again, you have King Tide here. It's a little hard to see. But this is about you welcoming in the blessings from all the hard work that you've done. They're ripe for the taking right now. All the things are coming in. Even though this loss came through, you will be replenished with this beautiful, beautiful water. So with all that being said, Pisces, I love you so, so much. And I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are in the world. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. It would really help me out, and I can't wait to talk with you guys again soon. Bye, guys.